So I want to start from when you guys got together in the beginning. You obviously were your own solo artist. You had a lot of freedom in your own like branding and everything. Did you find you had to make sacrifices when you guys all got together and formed the band?
Yes. I mean, well, not sacrifices, but more of just like
collectively
just
adaptations. Like just realizing that it's not one for all anymore. It's all for one. So like,
that's good.
And I mean, we moved out to LA once we made the band, so I guess like leaving home was kind of hard.
Yeah.
And we were still pretty young, you know.
I guess a sacrifice for actually like leaving home, like you said, and like and missing out on like the school aspect of things, which doesn't really matter to me, but like, you know, it's, you know, it was
school's important.
Still parts of life.
Parts of life, growing up in a way.
Like high school, like having like a high school experience.
Yeah, like
missing out on that.
So it wasn't necessarily like
the
forming of the band that took that away from you. It was like moving to LA and everything else.
Yeah.
And
forming the band came with that, but it was also just like
came with all of.
But the thing is, I'd rather do this than any of that. Yeah. So we're in a good place.
And it got a lot more professional when we formed the band because then we had found like a legit team and
we wore ties for the first year every day.
And we had finally like made like a real step into like the true music industry, which was really cool. So
yeah. That's a good sacrifice to make. And then a bunch of did all of your families move to LA with you guys? How did
Not right away.
Corbin's almost there.
Not right away.
Almost there.
Once we got like a good amount of money in the bank, then we had our families come out. So
this is actually the coolest part to me because like we actually all live right next to each other.
Yeah, that's
like
so
in the
cool.
same place.
That is like a sitcom.
Our parents have such a big part in this because you think about it, like we were still. They could have had a couple more years with us and that kind of idea, and just the fact that they let us go out and live our dreams early like that is like,
that's a pretty crazy thing as a parent to be like, go to LA and join that
and
band.
just like, dude,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
totally.
Especially for me at 15.
That's
15.
How they did that.
That is young, and while you're in school.
Yeah, while I'm in school.
Do you guys feel extra added pressure to succeed because the sacrifices that your parents gave you?
I feel like it gives me more of a drive. It makes me know that I'm gonna be more successful because like
I actually
like what?
Oh no, just keep going.
Oh, I just know that like it's not like pressure, but it's like I want to work as hard as I can to support my family. You know.
Yeah, that's good.
I feel like I've grown up faster and better like this way, you know, because like I've grown up with them and we're growing up together. It's like and you're learning like life lessons, not like just like you know, I mean education matters too, but not just that. It's like you're learning like real life stuff when you're out on the road and you know how to do it.
It's like a relationship.
And I think if we all were to go home tomorrow broke and unsuccessful, our parents would love us just the same.
Yeah,
which is amazing.
That's good.
So
that's the one thing that is like just great.
Yeah, that's true. Cool. I like that. That's really. It's also, I'm sure, shows a lot of maturity to like all of a sudden take all of this on in yourself.
Hey,
gotta do what you gotta do.
But Jonah, you were saying once you got a little money in the bank, you guys got to move your families to LA. What's something else that you were able to buy for yourself or do once the money started coming in?
Like a home studio.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Something I've always wanted. And
I got a car.
You got who a car?
My mom.
You did? That's so sweet.
Yeah.
I got a drone.
I upped my shoe game.
You upped your shoe game.
I definitely bought way many more shoes since.
The first thing I bought with my money was a Louis Vuitton wallet.
Oh, nice.
So
I think
Postmates a lot.
Yeah.
Too much.
See, we don't have that in Canada.
Oh, what do you guys have here?
We have like you can get like Uber Eats.
Okay, yeah, we have Uber Eats.
But
too.
Postmates you can get like Starbucks
everything.
And everything.
Well, no, you could get some from like Target if you wanted. Like,
oh,
honestly,
we didn't have that either. Target.
That
don't
whole
Target?
idea, like too much of anything though, goes for money. At some point, it gets stressful, you know. So I feel like we're in like a good place when we're together with it.
Yeah. What is stressful about it?
Well, I don't know. It's just like too much of anything can be a bad thing, and when you get too much of it, it will become that, you know, and just the stuff that will come with it at that point. But I feel like we're just in a good place. Like,
you're in a good place.
Do you believe that money equals happiness?
No.
No?
I think money can contribute to happiness.
Money can contribute
to
happiness.
It can contribute,
but I don't think they go hand in hand.
Happiness.
I think a lot of life is success and money, though.
I think a lot of people have the idea though that you could be like sad and depressed, and then all of a sudden you make a ton of money and you're instantly happy.
Right. But that's not true. That's not.
No matter how you are already living your life, that's how it's still gonna be.
Yeah.
You know?
I could tell you, I thought like the first time when we got paid, like I was gonna be like, holy crap, like this is insane. Wrong. But like literally, I got paid and I'm like, cool, like still living my normal life. I just have a little more money than I had.
So you guys have worked with a lot of people. You worked with Macklemore recently.
Yeah.
Is there somebody that you worked with that you had a moment with, or they gave you a piece of advice that you were like, okay, that's gonna stay with me, or that's gonna help?
Shawn.
Yeah, Shawn Mendes. I was just about to say that too.
What happened?
We saw him at a show, and he starts talking to us, saying how he was talking to Ed Sheeran, and Ed was talking to him, saying like, well, what do you want to do? And Shawn says, well, I want to be you. He goes, okay, if you want to do that, he's like, you have to work harder than you'll ever think and never miss a day of promo or like any. He's like show up to everything and be nice to everybody, and you'll be right.
Even if you don't think it's a big look, like you just
he's
do
like
it.
do everything.
And for me, it wasn't something Ed Sheeran said, but just we got to hang out with him at a show backstage one time, and just seeing, it was him and Taylor Swift actually, and they both were so curious of how we were doing and like what was going on in our lives, and you know how much they could have talked about just everything going on in their life, and they're asking how we were doing, and just that mentality of like, you know, looking past yourself was really cool.
And being able, like, they were just so in the moment and right there with you, and like, I've definitely met some people in this industry who are not that way.
They're not even present.
Like Taylor was asking us, she was like, is this your first time at the Garden? She's like, mine was back in 2004. We're like, oh, that's crazy. But it was just so cool. Like they're just sweet.
Well, you guys already have such a reputation for being so nice and so kind, and so you guys are doing
reputation.
Great. Yeah, so awesome. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for coming by.
Great questions.
Great.